What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today we are reviewing the Line 6 M13 Stomp Box Modeler. And we're going to be going over different effects and what they do. And it's pretty much the video. Enjoy. So, yeah, let's turn this thing on. Oh, where's that button at? Here we... No, I'm joking. Let's see what this thing looks like actually turned on. Okay, so now we are actually going to turn this thing on. Here we go, and boom, nothing exploded. Yep, it's all in bypass, so let's turn this all on. As you can see, I would say this is kind of like your distortion stuff. This is like your phasers and stuff, I'm assuming, from what I just saw. And your flanger. You know about the flanger, huh? Then you have your like weird effects, like as you can see, voice box there. We're definitely gonna have to be reviewing that one. Obi-Wa, I get it. Tron down, never heard of that one. But let's go back to talk box. Where's that at? Voice box, sorry. And this is like your delays and you know, echoes, all that good stuff. I was on digital day. Yeah, there we go. Now let's get a guitar plugged into this thing and let's see how this thing works. So the guitar I will be choosing today will be Shifter. So I faced my fears and tuned my guitar, and we're gonna turn my amp into bypass. And I'm actually gonna turn everything off first, so it's not just a bunch of noises at once. Good, the guitar works. So we're gonna test out this classic distortion. And we're also going to play with the effects on this to make it sound good. Let's see if turning down drive does anything. I messed that up. Okay. Yeah, turning on drive made it a bit quieter, which is really good for my ears because I don't hear well. What about filter? Okay, so that just kind of, I would lean it out like a filter would. I don't know. I like it. Treble. Treble always there has to be at least a tiny bit of that. Bass. I don't want that too high. Output, let's keep that down for the sake of my ears. And if you're wondering how I'm adjusting all this, it's just these little knobs right here. Not that though. Well, that's just to change the setting, which we're about to do. I'm sorry, my camera's not focusing for the life of it. Let's change that to not heavy distortion. Let's see how that sounds. Let's turn my volume up. Let's turn drive down. That's all the way up. I don't like that. I'd just turn it down a slight bit. Let's turn down output for the sake of it. 1 like it there. I'm gonna find something else. So I found a thing called jet fuzz, and it sounds like it's straight from space. So jet fuzz. Yeah, that's it. I thought it was jet buzz for some reason. I don't know. Let's kind of. See, that's kind of what I mean. It has that like. I don't really know what to call it, but every other amp I had that had space stuff that related to it sounded like that. So I just turn on output for, you know, my safety and my sake. So I already can't hear it as it is, and I'm going to a concert tomorrow. I think this is more of like a, I don't know. I don't think you actually should play with this like you would distortion or regular fuzz, because I mean just. You're not gonna do that while you're trying to play that, you know. It's not what you're, you know. But I think it's time with that. I'm not gonna really adjust anything on here. I like how it sounds, besides the output deal and me having to turn it down. I think I'm gonna do that before I start doing that, so I can't speak before I start recording, so I don't bore y'all, you know. But yeah, let's find something else. So sub-octave fuzz. Never heard of it. Let's test it out. Ooh, that's very. That's better. Ooh, I like that. It's kind of giving off like maybe White Stripes. Let's. Yeah, I can hear it. A shout out to the White Stripes, by the way. They're great. I say that like I'm a big YouTuber. Subscribe to me now. Start a drive down. That sounds actually really good with the White Stripes. Might have to start using that. Yeah, this one's really cool. Yeah, I like that. Let's find a different one on here. I think this next one will be the last one on here, just so you know we can move on and get things going. Sorry, make this second to last one. This one sounds really cool. Does it make your guitar sound like a bass? Yeah, you never know. I'm not gonna do too much with this one because I want to get the video going. So, wait, does it make your guitar sound like a bass? That's pretty cool. Let's move on. This will actually be our last one, unless I find something cool like that. This one's called Screamer. Will it have a screaming tone? I'm sorry, I'll shut up now. Anyways, besides that disgraceful joke, Screamer, this is our last one. I feel like that could use some more drive and less output for my ears. I need to remember to do that before recordings. I just said I was going to do that a few scenes ago. God, I need to get my memory checked. I can't play guitar. What happened to me? Wow, I'm super bad. With my attempt of tush, I can usually play that. I don't know what's going on. I feel like this would be more of like a bluesy one, like... Yes, that actually sounds really good with that. You know, this tone really screams blues. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. So yes, that was the last one, so let's deactivate this one and go to this phaser stuff. Let's just see what all this is. I'm really gonna play around with this one, so... Ooh. So I don't think I'm gonna make this kind of section last a while. Or maybe. You never know. I'm all over the place. Let's turn up speed. What is STG? My bad. What does STG4 do? What is that? It's kind of turning up that, I guess. What is this one? It's not doing anything. Oh, FDBK? I don't even know what that's playing. That's just like the first riff that came to mind with like the wow, 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 wow type sound in it. Wait, what can I turn down to make that kind of... Sounds a tad bit better. I don't know. Let's move on. Let's just keep turning. Dual phaser. I've heard that before. What is that? Barber pole phaser. Now that just sounds weird. It's piquing my interest. As in it's piquing my interest, let's try this out. I kinda get the wow, wow. Turn speed up. Up, down, stereo. Interesting. I don't know. Like I said, I have horrible hearing. FDBK, like I was playing with last. Okay, so that's it. What? Sounds like a water droplets. Wait, let me slow that down. That sounds cool. You can hear like my room shake with that one. I need to turn that down. There we go. This one's called... Oh, that's just mix. I'm stupid. I don't know, but that sounded really cool. Let's move on. Barber pole phaser, script phase, U vibe, analog flanger, jet flanger, HC flanger, ADA flanger, analog chorus, tri-chorus. You know, we haven't tried a chorus yet. Let's try that. That sounds pretty. Speed. keep that low. Depth. I can kind of hear what it's doing, but I'm not. Can never be too sure. Mix. I like it where it was at. Depth 3. Oh, that was that turned up. Alright, let's turn all the depths all the way up. Actually, let's turn everything all the way up. Why does that actually sound really good with everything all the way up? I don't know. But, I said I was only going to do 3. If there's a 4th type of deal, I'll do it. But if not, we're going to move on. And there was indeed. This is called a pattern tremolo, so we're not moving on. We're staying on this setting. I really want to see what this sounds like. Wait, what if I... Okay, that didn't sound as cool as I thought it would. If I turn this on. Skip? What? Whoa. Wait. What if I make that line? Okay, so these numbers are indicating the amount of, you know, so one's at 15, 14, 10, and 9. Let's see how this sounds. I've never heard that before. That's I feel like Tom Morello right now. Let's move on. Okay, so that indeed was it for that setting. Let's turn that off and let's turn this one on. Ooh, voice box. I said we were going to try that out in the beginning. Let's do that. So, what's a riff I could play? Whoa, that's cool. What if I start with A, or start with D, and ends with U? What if I turn the hertz up? Put on auto 3. Starts with I, ends with E. Interesting. So what if I were to like... I don't hear a difference. Let's move on. As in a difference, I mean a difference between a regular guitar and that. Voice box, V-Tron. What does that do, V-Tron? And as y'all saw in that little clip there, there was a thing called Throbber. I guess we'll test that one out. And those two, wow. Those two settings out in this one clip. I was gonna say that this one setting out in these two clips. I need it. So this is V-Tron. So start with A, end with U. Oh, I see. Because you can hear that. Or was saying that like an octave, or I am not good at this stuff. Don't judge me. Stop judging me. I can see you typing. Stop. Now. Thank you. Sounds pretty cool. Let's go to Throbber. That's voice box. I need to go to Throbber. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. It's ringing out. That sounds cool. That does not sound good coming from my amp, though. Yeah, let's find a different setting. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why am I even making this YouTube video? Besides that, why am I showing all the settings now? I don't know, but I hope y'all enjoy it. Spin cycle, I don't know. Comet trail, sounds spacey. We already heard something space-wise. Slow filter, I don't know. Again, has synth in it, might sound cool. That sounds cool as hell. What? That sounds interesting. It's like if you were to turn this off, like I'm doing right now, and just kind of through whammy bar. I mean, without that noise in it, you know. I feel like Jack White right now. Let's move on. A Weeper. Hope it isn't a Weezer. Anyway, speaking of Weezer, here's this effect. It's called a Weeper. This wasn't really anything too big. Let's move on. I mean, how does it... It sounds alright. Just looked interesting. So I'm after that disappointment. Hits too close to that one. That joke hit too close to home. Chrome custom. Throaty. What? This one's called Throaty. I'm not too certain about this. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm having a lot of fun though. Throaty. It's like weeping, nothing special. It's so disappointing it's gonna make me weep. Besides all the jokes I made slandering these stuff, smart harmony. Okay, I can't lie, I've tried a few of these settings out already. I tried that one out. It's too much for me to fit in this video. Pitch glide. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. I assume it like changes the pitch of how you're playing, which I like the concept of a lot, actually. I was right. Oh my god. It's like Tom Morello just... I'm driving every dog insane in a 10-mile radius. Wait. Ouch, that hurts the ears. Sounds actually, this is really cool. It's like pitch, negative 3.7 it says. If we go all the way down, just genting. Let's move on, because I could sit here all day and do that. Did it a gent my away on that one. Tron up, Tron down, Seeker, Obi-Wa. Yeah, that was when I tested out earlier. It was okay. We have voice box, so let's move on to this next setting, which is the last setting. This is digital delay. Let's see what this is. So this video has actually been really fun to make. I just get to sit around with my guitar and stop copying me. Just, play around with this and, show it to y'all. Which, I haven't been the best at explaining things as I've gone back and watched the footage to make sure everything's good. But, it's also not like I have a camera over here watching my hands while I have, one thing recording me, it's just... I'm a kid with an iPhone. What more can I do? This is digital delay. I'm gonna keep bass the way it is. It just makes it louder. Treble. I think this is what we're gonna mess with. Copying me, I don't like that. It's making me scared. Let's move on. Here we go. Digital delay. Ow, my guitar's falling. Oh no. I don't know what that means. Stereo delay. Ping pong. I'll play with that. So this one's called ping pong. Let's just... Oh, I get it. It's gone. Offset. Okay, I see what that changed. I'm just not gonna explain it well. Well, I mean, I could. What? That doesn't sound normal. That's not even a part of the setting. Let's move on before my amp explodes. Oh god, I just turned the other thing with my leg. Stereo delay. No, I'm going backwards. Reverse. That might sound really cool. I'm really curious to see how this sounds. What if I go like... That sounded cool. So yeah, it does reverse your guitar playing, like it says. Well, I mean, that I lack common sense. as that really hints in the name, reverse. Let's move on, and maybe while I'm editing the video, I can learn to use my brain. Here we go. So I went through some of the settings and just to see if anything would pique my interest, and there wasn't. So I didn't expect it to end that early. But let me put my guitar up so I can do a proper outro. So I've appeared at my desk, and yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed that. Yeah, I just really enjoyed making the video. And I really appreciate y'all for 500 subscribers. I really should have said that sooner, but I didn't, which that's completely on me. That's my bad. What else can I say? I'm sorry for me not explaining things and me not looking the best. I just kind of sat down and made this, so. Yeah, I got it today, for good grades from my dad. Shout out to my dad. He's great. He's the one that makes my guitar sound good, and he modifies all of them, and he does all the hardware in it, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, Dad. What else could I say that, correlates with this video? I don't know. But, yes, there was a lot of mistakes. It was pretty much all, like, one take, so. If it wasn't, it was because I so much that I had to stop. But yeah, that's about it. And I'll see you guys in another video, whenever that will be. I'm out.